values which have actually inspired that company for since the inception, and which have given its specific blend and soul, and which is actually something which is also very close to the heart of everyone who's joining us. So it's the triptych, people, planet, profit. And what it means is that people is that we are very conscious about first internally, how we are balancing our culture fit. We have now almost 40 employees from 4 different continents, and we have also a very good gender balance, especially in the leadership, with even a majority of women sitting on top of the company, which is great. And yes, we foster a culture of transparency and of one team. So this is about the people element. The planet. Planet is something I'm very passionate about, and to the point that even back in the early days in 2016, we were already building eco-consciously our very first show, even if it was a modest one. And already from that first edition, we were compensating all the emissions, all the CO2 emissions generated by the event, the emissions from the show itself, from all the dependencies. So and on top of this, which actually makes almost all of the emissions, the travels from people coming in and coming back. So what we call these Scope 3 emissions. So that was so that came since day one. And the profit becomes only the final variable after the first ones, depending on how successful we've been to address the challenges of our customers and delegates. However, for us, profit has a very, very different meaning, because actually it's comes back into the planet and the people again, because in a way, there is no profit to deliver, because there is no one taking away the profit from the company. Me as the owner of the company, I never paid myself any dividends, and I don't intend to at any time in the future. Actually what's happening is that whatever is not reinvested into the company itself, into the product and the development, actually is invested into sustainable and ethical banks and funds, which also in turn are investing themselves into companies with positive impact. So in a way, that we have that kind of this flying wheel working, making us actually. I never envisaged to run events which would not be carbon neutral. That's for sure. However, it's also a true fact that actually events are also carbon intensive. So it's not like obviously an industry which is in a way in itself building an impact. The impact is into the connection. The impact is on showing that there are different ways of running businesses, and that it mustn't be only about profit. And the impact is actually into what we do with that surplus we call profit. So this is something that drove me since the very early days.